everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're gonna showcase basically some Juggernaut. I've done a PvP, fail PvP, a little video previous days just to show you what he's able to do with no build at all and no CTP for timeline battle in autoplay. And yeah guys, I played with him with a proc, with an obelisk, and I was having really trouble in the live stream a couple of days before, so I decided to showcase him at once with the CTP of raids and utilize him in various PvP modes like GBR, ABX, Combat Villain, and couple of World Boss Legend like Knull and Mephisto. It's stage 29 for Mephisto and Knull stage 35. I saw people using him in stage 54 with Mighty Destruction of Knull and having 1 minute left. That makes him the best mutant in the game after Storm for PvE with Mighty or Brilliant CTP of Destruction or a CTP of Energy. Cause chain hit and the buff of destruction, of the Mighty Destruction, gives him a lot of buff, and you could utilize him proccing on his 5th skill and cancelling the other skills really fast. I'm gonna play with the rotation for CTP of raids. It's a rotation that you're letting your 3rd skill play a bit, you're letting your 3rd skill plays until you enable your CTP of raids, cause he's missing guarding critical rate basically, so he's not that easy to enable the CTP of raids. So you're doing your 3rd skill, you're whirling into the boss, and when you see the proc pop out, you're using 4th skill, you're using your 3rd skill, you're taking some hits, you want to accumulating as more as you can, and after you're using your 4th skill, delay cancel into the 5th skill, and in between of 4th skill and 5th skill, you're doing your 6th skill also. So the build, it's pretty straightforward. I'm not capped on dodge or critical rate, so he got more potentials that I could unlock, but I didn't want to slap him Odin's Blessing and stuff like that, because I don't believe that I am gonna end up using him only for one game mode that I'm gonna reveal you in the end. He's going to be really useful for only one game mode with the CTP of raids, and you're gonna be like, whoa bro. Okay, so my uniform, it's at normal. You don't really need to make the uniform mythic to utilize him, you're already getting the buffs, you're getting all this thing, but you don't really want to have, you need to be capped on a lot of stats. I have low physical attack, you can see, 38,000 physical attack, and before we go through this, I'm gonna remind you guys to support me and like and subscribe to the video, because I need your support to keep up the videos and the showcase on the various game modes of MFF. Thank you again for your time and your support, and let's go through the gameplay. Let's start with ABX, where, we really want a non-paywall character because we had Kingpin. I already told you that my Titania is really badass, and she did like 9.1 with like testing her 2 times with the CTP of raids. And my Kingpin is pulling out like 9.2, 9.3. I'm not going to run the run to show you the score or something. I'm gonna straightforward show you what I'm able to do with my Juggernaut. And what I'm doing here is doing the 3rd skill, enabling the proc on the CTP of raids, and after cancelling into my 4th skill, delay cancel into my 5th skill. And you can see I'm using my AWAKEN skill in between the 4th skill and the 5th skill. And sometimes if the 4th skill is not ready, in between the 3rd skill and the 4th skill. Doesn't really matter. The point is to let your 5th skill place until the end, let the 3rd skill place until the end, and cancel the 4th skill as soon as possible. He dropped down this thing. You see, when he dropped down the hammer, you're starting your 5th skill. The rotation, it's pretty straightforward. If you let the skills play, it's easy peasy. You just want your skills to land inside the proc you're seeing here from the CTP of raids. If you can see in the top of my buffs, these green things, The one is the CTP of Insight from Taskmaster, and the other is the CTP of Raids. I'm using Titania as a leadership because she's the best leadership for strong characters and combat villains. And I'm using Taskmaster as a support. It's not the combat villain day today. There is 1 week we could have to wait, but I'm using him in the free day, so you can see how he could look like in the combat villain meta. And yes, generally, because he's a premium character, I don't really believe that for ABX specific he's worth spending, to go get his premium bios and get his uniform mythic. Buy a uniform, pay for premium bios. I'm not sure. For ABX, there is plenty of free-to-play good choices right now. I mean, Dr. Octopus, Titania is better options, and after is Kingpin, Apocalypse. But yes, I'm not gonna tell you to build Juggernaut for ABX. In my opinion, I'm gonna let you see what I was able to score, but as you can see, it's hardly 8 million. I feel like it was bad. Yes, of course, I'm not playing perfectly, and that's because, in the showcase I did for Titania, I didn't play perfectly also, but I pull out 9.1 with no street, it was so easy to do it. So let's go to Mephisto. Mephisto, it's kind of easier to accumulate damage because there is a lot of damage taking from all these effects. You can see there is fires, there is poisons. In stage 29, you have to use only combat types, and the best leadership I feel like is Titania still for him, and support of course it's Valkyr. Before it was like Sif Valkyr, but now it's Titania, took the place of Sif. It's not huge difference, but I feel like she's better right now. And for this stage specific, for 29 of Mephisto, I wanted to use him in stage 55, where you have to use male villain, and I tried with my CTP of Raids, but I was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the fight, and I didn't have passed this thing here, the first phase. But as you can see, in 55 seconds I was able to proceed into the next phase, and that's a good indicator that you can proceed and complete the stage as it seems. Feels cool. And yes, the point is he's kind of meh, so build a character that he's not that good for combat ABX. Give him a raid, and I'm gonna let you know what else he's able to do. You could use him in this stage of Mephisto and clear it. Yes, you do. He's so tanky. Whatever damage he's taking, he got a lot of heals in his kit. His 4th skill got a really juicy heal, 30%, and he got a passive heal 5% per second. So you can understand that he's really hard to die. And here I accumulate a lot of damage, so you can see it's like 10 bars melting into the Awaken rotation. If you also manage to accumulate a bit, it's really cool. And yes, I was trying to take some purple attacks from Mephisto to see how much HP I'm gonna lose, and it was like 80%, so you can't really take a lot of hits from these attacks. They're one-shotting the other characters, but for him, you can see he's already full with his 4th skill and the passive heal he got. He's really tanky, bro. He's really tanky. So let's see what else. I feel like I did fail completing the stage, but you can see I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this, and I'm already taking, I'm taking no damage, but I'm able to complete that 100%. And you can see he's so fast, bro. For combat type, perhaps he's the fastest character from combat types. And here I was trying to not use my Awaken to see if I'm gonna pull out a lot of damage or not. And as you can see, I did nothing. And after I did an Awaken rotation of CTP of Raids proc, and it was like 2 to 3 bars. So sometimes it's kind of tricky to enable the CTP of Raids. That's why I'm suggesting you to use the third skill until the end. Let it drop, use the fourth skill. You can see here, the CTP of Raids enabled when I was having my fifth skill ready. But you can see he's so fast, he can run through the stage in seconds, do all 5, you know? He's really fast. And in the last one, I was kind of playing with him to trying to, you know, not canceling, not freezing the boss. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. It's only 3 bars, there's no way I'm not gonna do it. But guess what, guys? I'm not even fail doing it. In the last second, I said, you know what, he's really fast, he can do it. And you can see I had so little in the bar, but I get a stun there and I lost it. So I was trying to utilize the character and yeah, failed. But you know, you can really easy say that I could clear it if I was playing smarter, you know, better. You know, it's my first time taking him. Here I misplay my Awaken skill and I was out of target to canceling it into the 5th skill. But still, you can see he got a lot of damage. For stage 35 with CTP of Raids, I believe he can do it. Of course, you have to consider that my account got 25% pierce and 110 to 120 physical attack in total with all attack in my cards. So yes, you can see here, yes, I'm popping out. Here it was a proper rotation and it was like 10 bars, something less than 10 bars. But you can see, you want to pull, I'm putting myself inside the poisons, I'm putting myself inside the tentacles. I want to take as much damage as I want. He's really tanky, there is no way he gonna die, you know. Of course, there is attacks that you can't avoid dying, like the attack from Mephisto, or the attack he's doing here if you put yourself into the black slime, into the next phases. I had some of these attacks killing me a lot of times, and yes, that's why I know it, guys. I failed miserably into the Knull tactics multiple times, and here you can see I took a lot of damage in my 3rd skill, so that's why my 5th skill drop like 1.5 bars. And yes, you can see there, okay, I was struggling, but I managed to do it. And here a smart choice to do if you know, go and play with Juggernaut Knull at the end of the day. Here he misplayed, he did something weird, jump away or something, but I still managed to clear like 2 bars off the proc. I did my Awaken skill off the proc and I did only 2 bars. I'm running fast, I could do it, but I was trying to pull out more damage there. That's why I swap into Proxima. And here you can see I'm getting a lot of hits, so I did accumulate, but still I did like 1.5 bar with him. So I can't really tell you that he's really good for World Boss Legend, but you see there, I did the proper accumulation on the 3rd skill and Awaken rotation, and I had some results. I did pull out a lot of bars. It was like 4 to 5 for the 2nd phase, is really cool. And yes, let's see. Okay, you can see there, I'm letting the 3rd skill place until the end. And yes, guys, as I'm clearing this, I'm gonna let you guess which game mode you can die instantly or two-shotted, and the damage you could accumulate, it's huge. And if you have a tank like him, you can take advantage of it and having some good results. Which is this game mode, guys? Yes, it's GBR. So yes, I let it for the end because I feel like that's the best game mode for my boy Juggernaut, and I'm gonna show you after that. Okay, you can see it's 1 minute and 30 seconds and only 12 bars. But if you manage to take some damage and accumulate it, you can see here he can sign. I fail again here. I lost a character there. But still, I took some poisons. Yes, it's not like I'm trying to showcasing the perfect runs, you know. You're not gonna play 100% every single time. You are going to fail sometimes on tactics. You're going to take some damage. And here I was trying to save my AWAKEN because there were a plan. Because you're taking a lot of damage into GBR, but still, in this phase, in the last phase basically, not in this phase, there is a way you could take huge amount of damage. And the only way to take huge amount of damage is go stand next to my boy Knull. And because he's so tanky, he can take all the damage from the start here. You can see I'm starting accumulation there. I did cast my AWAKEN skill, and you can see there the burst damage was really juicy. And in the last phase, you need to do a lot of damage, and you need to take advantage of this. I believe that he can't really do this if you don't take a lot of damage in the accumulation in the start, because you can see his damage in the 1 to 5 skills, it's miserable. He did it with 9 seconds with 25 pierce and my account. Of course, I don't have him any crazy build, but still. And here is me solo against Dormammu. And I'm using C false leadership and Valkyr. And yes, if you stand still there, the plan is not avoid anything. You literally can take all the purple attacks in the last phase. You can take all these fires in the phase, and it's good. It's the only character I've ever played at the moment into GBR that I can do that, you know? I really enjoy it, and at the moment with the combo types I got, like my Moon Knight with raids, he's not that good for this game mode. The rest of the combo types I got, I mean, I found myself using Valkyr in this day and saying that this is really good. And this guy, I mean, he feels really solid. I mean, you can stand still there and just spam your skills. There's no way Dormammu gonna kill you, because his attack is based on your percentage of HP. You can take this and having 9% left. 10% left. If you take all the breath every single time, you're having 10% left. So if you have 10% left and you use your 4th skill, you're having you're healing 30% every single rotation, and you're having the heals you over and over and over. So he needs to do 2 times the fire into your face. So that's the only way you could die, and you could swap characters, you know. Here I could go from the other side and take all the fire in my face, but as you can see here, I pop out. Yeah, you can see I took all the 4th skill. Okay, I'm healed again, bro. And with the other characters, I mean, with Iron Man got healed, but he is kind of, you know, you have to swap from him to save him. The passive heal he got makes him unbeatable from Dormammu. You can take however damage you want. I'm gonna stand still there. I'm not moving around. I'm not doing anything on purpose to show you how you can just stand still and do DPS. Mindless. You know? It's 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the stage, and I've already cleared the 10 bars on the 2nd phase. And that's really big. That's even for my account. I mean, with my Iron Man, I'm clearing this stage like in 2 minutes, 2 minutes and a half for solo. And him clearing it in that time, you're going to see, it's something that I was like shocked. No, I wanted to use him with raids to check him out, to see if he's gonna do some damage on ABX, if he's gonna do some damage for World Boss Legend, because you can clear, you know, I was thinking like Mephisto stage 55, male villain, but it was a pretty fail. But after that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna test him GBR, and there is where he's really shines. He really shines here, because you literally could completely ignore the tacts. You literally can stand still there. You can see I'm not trying even to avoid. I'm not even trying to avoid. And you can see he's gonna drop the second purple thing. But I already full because I used my fourth skill. In 5 seconds, I'm gonna heal again. And I'm auto healing. Look at, you can see 40,000 heal. Again heal. And I'm taking a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to... You can see there, I took all the breath, but I can heal again. He's so tanky, bro. He's literally, I feel like the best usage for him, it's like doing, how it's called, playing with him Alliance Conquest or something like that. But he is really tough, bro. He is really tough. He can stand still into the Dormammu with the CTP of raids and take all that hit and stand still. So, if you're in trouble finding combo types to use them, when Dormammu is P-type and you have some spare raids and you have already this character from the premiums character you had from the past, you can use him like that. You could autoplay, you know? You can press the skill, look around, take all the damage and kill Dormammu. Yeah. And you can see it's 5 minutes into the stage, 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the stage basically, and I'm close to clear it. It's like 4 bars left. And if I was playing, I'm not even playing 100%. I mean, I could go myself into more fires, accumulate even more damage, play smarter, but at the moment I'm just trying to show you that I can stand still, take huge amount of damage and staying alive without even trying. And 5 minutes, it's really good, bro. It's really good. I mean, he is meta for GBR Combat Day 100% in my opinion, bro. He totally worth it. And yes, I took 7 Faltines things. That's disgusting. So my thoughts for this character is: give him a raid, use him for GBR only and some world boss clear. Give him a PvP build and utilize him into Alliance Conquest only, because I don't feel like he's better from Hulk for timeline battle or something like that. And give him a mighty energy or a mighty destruction to go through the high stages of World Boss Legend, progress through high stages, but the stages that needs like mutants or needs villains, because he's top 10, he's top 2 mutant, and for villains male, there's not so many. I mean, there's Doctor Doom, there is Hulk, there is the villain Iron Man, and I feel like he's better than Mephisto, bro. In my account, I feel he is better. For a mighty if you play him with mighty destruction, he's gonna be better 100%. From the videos I've saw from other players, like free-to-play adventures, and yes, there is a lot of there is not other options. Raid GBR, mighty destruction or energy, and high level world boss legend, Alliance Conquest with a PvP build. That's all. It's a pass if you're free to play. If you already have him, give him a CTP, give him a uniform, and he's gonna do one from these 3 guys. Or else, pass him, of course. That was it. I hope I make you decide what you're gonna do with Juggernaut. See you in the next. Bye bye to everyone and keep smile.